Hey everyone, we are live and fresh, Los Angeles, over here at the world's famous D Piazzas in Long Beach, California. We are your hosts, Little John,
Marky Mark. We're here to see Quinto Sol. Come join us, everyone.
Live and direct, 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 live and direct.
What's up, everybody? We're here with Quinto Sol. We got bass and drums right here.
Boom, boom, boom.
We got on the drums, we have Senor.
Fern Dog drums.
And on bass, we have
Martin Perez.
There we go. So you guys came out of East LA, Los Angeles, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When were you guys founded?
Well, we grew up together for one.
All right.
Together as youth before we played in instruments, but when the band got together, it was about '93. But played musical instruments together from like '89, '88.
Oh wow, you guys taking it way back.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. What area of Los Angeles did you guys grow up in?
I'm from Southgate.
Oh, okay.
Southgate area.
There you go.
Born and raised.
Born and
in
raised. East LA. There you go. So was El Tepeyac a staple for you guys in the mornings?
For some, and it is a staple for a lot of people, but people have their own choices what they want to eat.
This is the Keezy right here.
We got the keys.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
What's going
How
on,
you guys
Marky
doing?
Mark? Nice to meet you. It's Little John.
Hey,
What's up, brother? Kaya Kid. They call me Kaya Kid.
Oh, I hear you got some skills over in the YMCA basketball club. Is that right?
Yeah. Back in the day, I used to play a lot of
There you go.
basketball. Yeah.
what position do you prefer playing?
I used to play point when I was obviously younger and faster, but now I just sit back and shoot. Cool. Just give me the ball and I'll shoot threes. He's a good three-point shooter right here. Half court shooter, remember?
You gotta warm up.
Over in that park.
Warm up.
So one of your guys' biggest song streaming on Spotify is Mexica.
Yeah.
That has a lot of Aztec kind of influence in it, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
right.
The message in that is just being proud of who you are and moving forward with your roots and your culture.
That's cool. So that gave a lot of influence into that
Yeah.
first album as well?
Yeah, well, that's just a song that's kind of the simplest song we have, and it's simple, like anybody could understand it from a youth to an elder. You know what I mean? It's a simple song, so I think that just basicness reaches farther. You know what I mean? Than these hidden messages and
Yeah, no
trying to
hidden
figure it
no
out
hidden
and straight to
agendas.
the point, yes.
Yeah.
How do you guys, when you guys get into the studio, how do you guys formulate your tracks? Like, who comes in first? You guys come in with bass and drums, or
Bass and drums normally.
yeah? And
Normally
the
it's bass and drums, and then with the rhythm section, like
Keep
like
adding to the
keys,
pot.
guitars. Then
And we-
vocals come in, and then the little extras, bells and whistles come in last.
there you go. And we have joining us, we have
What's up, man? Limon.
Limon. There we go. How you doing?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Mark.
Then we got Abel right here.
Abel, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Abel, what do you play?
I play a saxophone, bro.
Oh, are you the sax player on? There was a killer ass. Yeah, Una Vida. Yeah, are you?
Una vela.
Una, yeah. Is that you?
There's one called Vida and there's one called Una Vela. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mad props to you.
Mad props, dude. That horn. Are we gonna hear a little bit of that tonight?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. There we go. Cool. So where do you guys draw inspiration when it comes for building a track, building music? What do you guys pull from, being that you're coming from LA?
Well, you know, it's just experience of everyday life. You know what I mean? We grew up in the barrio. We grew up in East LA. Just dealing with, you know, all the oppression and everything that we grew up with in the barrio, and you know what I mean, all the disconnection and everything that we have, you know, in the hood. It's, I think, just from seeing that life struggle every day, I think that's where we get like our songs and our music from. It's trying to make some change, you know what I mean, and just kind of like seeing what's going on out there, and just kind of getting our
Just speaking to
our
it.
poem of what, you know what I mean, what's going on, and you know, and hope, you know, for some change and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Where did you guys start learning your instruments? At what age? Like, did you start at school? Did you just pick something
Garfield
up
High?
and just,
I've been playing drums since I was about 4 or 5 years old. My dad played at the church, so he had a kit in the garage. And I just run in there when I had a chance and go jump on the drums.
Nice.
And then eventually kicked him off the drums.
Me, I've learned along with Limon a lot. He's taught me a lot. My brother, my pops was a musician, so I learned a lot through him, but mainly through each other, man. Just hanging out since we were young kids.
Creating together, it's easy. Creating together is easy. It seems easy to us. At rehearsal, we'll just come up with the riff, next day it's a song, and simple. We just
None of us studied music, you know.
Self-taught.
We all just kind of learned from the hood. Abel's probably the only one that knows about music.
We
And
just learned.
Actually, I started playing violin in elementary. I went to a cello. By the time I got to high school, I did saxophone, and I did a little bit of college. But most of my real learning was jamming with these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Abe, did you grow up in East LA as well?
East LA for sure.
There you go.
Yeah. City Terrace.
City Terrace, Boyle Heights.
There you go.
There you go.
anything east of the bridge is East LA, man. We
No,
don't-
that was my grandma who lived. She lived on 4th and Lorena.
nice.
Just right there.
Yeah, in the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So one of the questions that we had was for you guys sharing stages. So you guys have played with a bunch of big ass bands, right? Juanes, fucking Ozomali, Rise Roots. What's the green room like if you're sharing it? Juanes versus Eka Mouse. How's that vibe?
Smoky room.
Hot box.
Full of weed.
Yeah, that's about it.
boxing
One's full of
shots.
tequila, one's full of weed.
Hot boxing shots.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you know, we've shared a lot of vibes with a lot of people, you know, backstages. It's kind of cool. That's where we kind of make our connections
Yeah.
and just kind of link with people. But it's, you know, everyone's got their different vibe. But for the most, everyone's been super cool, man. It's always a good thing. But ain't much of a difference, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're just honored to even be at places sometimes.
Yep.
We've been opening up shows, man, our whole lives, but we're cool with it. You know what I mean? We don't mind being the openers because we're there. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
How are we gonna go after like legends like these? You know, what I mean, that's how we've been playing festivals first for the last 20 years, man. And just so the respect that we give the artists that influenced us. How are we gonna go before them, man?
That's appreciated.
You know, but there'll be a time where we will.
Oh yeah. Sounds great.
Would have been some of you guys' most memorable experiences from the road and like some of these shows that you guys had. Anything stick out that pops out? You're like, oh, this is one of my top notch.
There's too many.
There's too many,
adventures
man.
you
We've
gotta
had so
crazy.
much adventures.
Each individual has their own experience, and there's just not one.
Yeah,
that you can talk about.
one was a New Year's. Remember we did our New Year's with Still Pulse.
Yeah,
At the
that was a
Roxy.
good one. The
Oh,
Roxy.
nice.
Oh man,
Yeah.
What year was that, Martin?
Crazy.
2001.
Yeah,
New Year's
Still
Eve, and
Pulse,
that
bro,
really
that-
opened the doors.
That opened the doors
It
for us.
opened the doors for us. So we owe to Steel Pulse. You know what I mean? That key to the festival. Since that Steel Pulse show, we played every festival in California
Oh, it's awesome.
the next year.
And we did Eco Mouse too, right? At
Yeah.
the Roxy. We did Eco Mouse
we
at the
sold
Roxy.
Eco Mouse, everybody.
That was dope too, man. That
And
dude's
this
about
back in
this
the day,
tall.
this is when
We're like,
this is
"What's up,
when it
Eco
was
Mouse?
promoted by the
Jamaican
Get Up
Cowboy?
Stand Up show.
Do you guys have like a ritual before you go up on stage? Is there something you do? Something you smoke, drink, or?
You know, we chill, we
Depends.
vibe, we lick up a
Settle
spliff, you know what I mean? And we kind of vibe off each other, but nah, there's not no crazy.
Not one certain thing.
No ritual. Just smoke a little ganja.
Yeah,
right?
man, we've been doing it for so long that we're like family, you know what I mean? We see each other on a daily basis.
Maybe talk about our antacid fucking pills, maybe. Or something. That's about it.
Got any more Tums on you?
I mean, we all do our ritual, our ceremony, or whatever, you know what I mean? Some of us would bless us up with sage or before we leave, you know what I mean? Like, we do what we do. But when it comes to the shows, we just kind of just being around each other is already like a sacred thing, you know what I mean? We respect each other's life, being in each other's lives, and then everything that's come from the energy that we bring together, you know what I mean? So that's already just like a vibe right there to bring onto the stage, yeah.
But we can't say every Quinto Sol show is different. You'll never catch the same show ever.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Always a different vibe, yeah, for sure.
So
Because you guys don't rehearse and we just play whatever on stage. But we've been vibing for such a long time that it happens, yeah.
it's like riding a bike.
Because we don't use playback tracks.
That's why we don't use playback tracks.
So you guys did a track called Late Night Anthem with on the Standard, and that seems like it's a little different from what you guys normally do. Does that help kind of shake up the creativity when you guys are writing? And
That was a track that Martin played bass on a song that I produced with this MC called Destruct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't all you guys
No,
that were in
it
there?
wasn't. Yeah, no, that was just a song I produced and Martin played bass on it with his artist Destruct that I
okay.
produced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll have to get my research team
You know,
to
we all
strike
have
that.
separate projects and a bunch of stuff we all do. So
What do you guys have going on the side? If you guys
we
don't
do
mind
like Run for Cover. Fernando plays with 100 bands, you know what I mean? Martin plays with 1,000 bands, and you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you guys are
we
active.
work with different people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we work with Yellow Man, we're working with, you know, Sister Nancy, we're working with a bunch of like legendary artists, which has been a super blessing for us, you know. Chicanos coming from the barrio. We're now actually not only as Quinto Sol, but we're like the band or backing band for a lot of legendary like Jamaican acts, you know, that we were listening to as kids that influenced us, you know, to, you know, play the music that we do and do what we do, and it's just been like a blessing, and just like it's an honor for us. Like, even like it doesn't cease to amaze us sometimes, like when we're on stage, like even just this last show with Sister Nancy, like I can look over at Martin and be like, damn dude, we're like on stage with Sister Nancy, or we're backing up Yellow Man, fool, can you believe that? Or you know what I mean, like we're playing with big artists like that, you know, Half Pint, you know, there's a long list that you guys can check out, the people we have worked with, and it's just been a blessing, and we're just like really, really grateful, you know what I mean? Chicanos coming from the barrio and representing, you know, not only that, our cultura, you know what I mean, representing the cultura, indigenous cultures of which we come from, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's been cool just to be accepted and just to kind of make that unity, you know what I mean? Especially amongst like the brown and the darker brown and the black, it's been a positive thing, you know what I mean? It's like,
We backed up artists.
We're that bridge, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
No kidding.
You know, it's a blessing to do
Junior
that.
Toots, and now his son got older and he started playing music, and he came down and we backed him up.
That's right. One of the last artists is Junior Toots. Junior Toots' son,
That's amazing.
In the reggae.
Do you think you guys helped coin the phrase Barrio Roots Reggae?
I want to say yes, yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah, because early on when we were like playing, I mean, it's what we represent, you know what I mean? We represent the raíces from the barrio, you know what I mean? The cholos, the zooters, the lowriders, the cultura, everything. I mean, we root back to our indigenous ways, but we also, there's a culture that just existed now in the melting pot, you know what I mean? And we represent that. Everything from the cholos to the punkers to the skaters to, you know what I mean, the rockers and the barrio, you know what I mean? Like, we come from punk backgrounds, you know what I mean? Our brothers are from hoods and stuff like that. So we grew up in the barrio. So everything that we seen, that we experienced, a lot of bad, but from that kind of like, I say you can dwell in the mud or you can rise like a lotus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like all that filth, all that mud, all that confusion, all the destruction, all that oppression and everything that is like, you just kind of just find your way through it and find ways to kind of like express and teach to the people that are not seeing, that are blind, you know what I mean? And just kind of like give the little bit that you can, man, the grains of sand, just to kind of educate and teach, and maybe we can make a difference and change all the bad, you know what I mean? And just kind of ride with that cultura and ride with the beautiful ways of our people and stuff like that, you know?
So at one time there was like, make up your mind, what are you, a reggae band or a cumbia band? They're like, make up your mind. I was like, why do we have to make up our mind to please?
Exactly, so
to
coming
please
back,
a flyer,
yeah.
to please a genre? No. We're the sound of the barrio. That's why Barrio Roots, where it comes from. There's no hiding the Barrio Roots sound, the Malo, the El Chicano, the Los Lobos. Those are all people. We went to the same high school. We ate at the same restaurants growing up. We're just a different generation of that sound evolving with reggae.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was just like, we thought about it like, well, what should we call this sound early on? I was like, dude,
let's make up our own genre.
Barrio Roots, you know what I mean? You know, originally as kids, as youth, you know what I mean? We were into a lot of different stuff. You know, Martin and I were into the punk movement for the longest time, you know? And then comes like the cultura. We started the cultura, and then early on, like, comes like songs from like Bob Marley. You know, I heard a song called Roots, naughty roots, red dingy day, you know what I mean? So I started hearing some of the songs, and there's another lyric from another tune that I heard originally that inspired me. It says, children, get your culture and don't stay there in gesture or the battle will be harder. I was a kid, dude, at a ditching party hearing this, like tripping. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, this is dope. What's this dude talking about? You know, like, I was into my cultura, and then I started looking into him and Bob and seeing like Bob, Peter Tosh, and just seeing like what they did for their people, you know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what, our people need some direction in music. Our people need some consciousness.
The first time we saw marijuana in a good light. And
yeah,
since
for sure.
Stoners, that's what brought us to it. Yeah, so big up to the ganja.
Yeah, for sure.
Big up to the ganja, because if it weren't for that, I don't think all our Jamaican friends would be around us right now.
We can't deny it, man. You know what I mean?
On your guys' first album, you had Crazy Bald Heads on there. Who was the who made that?
It was.
Did you translate
yeah,
that?
dude. And it kind of happened. Just kind of just happened
organically.
Quick and, yeah, it did. We're just kind of messing around.
Well, me too. That's why I started with the Hip Parader magazine and all these heavy metal magazines, these music magazines that my cousins would come out. Just, images of people with guitar going crazy, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to be that person, I didn't really want to learn how to play the instrument. I want to be in a band and just do your thing,
rock star.
Sex, rock,
Yeah, it's a big diversity. I mean, Abel, hip hop, jazz. You know what I mean? Kaya Kid always brought the vibe of the whole Latin, the montuno, the cumbia. He and I were always been into like cumbia and stuff. But he brought the vibe of the whole kind of salsa, Latin kind of vibes. You know what I mean? Fernando is just a beast. You know what I mean? So this guy can just kind of rock anything. But I mean, he's played all kinds of styles from soul to gospel to you name it, man. Funk, hip hop, used to produce hip hop stuff, right? Rock en español, yeah. Myself, original punk rock, early kids was, punk rock. I had a band called Subsist as a kid. Martin played with some legendary groups like Golpe de Estado, right? You even filled out with like Dogma Mundista back in the days, which were some of the first like Spanish punk bands back in the, man. I don't even know. What years were those, man?
89, 90, 91,
yeah.
92 was already, we're already...
All right. Hey, so we're going to go hit the stage, man.
All right. Well, hey, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. We're about to go get you guys on stage. You guys go handle your things.
Hey,
thank you very much.
Que vivan las culturas.
Quinto Sol on Instagram on all
There you go.
platforms.